Hey, what's poppin'? I'm back in a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 and 6. My spooky stories. Okay, let's go. The surprise, part 5, a big surprise. Then we saw Godzilla went into the ocean and disappeared into the ocean 1.5 years later. The core monster was formed because the 3 a.m. show got cut off. Sorry to interrupt the show, but we have breaking news. An earthquake just happened, and the strongest one is Earth's history. We have the Kids Gang TKG here that knows how the earthquake happened, the newsman said. So here's what happened, I said. There's a laugh, Luke said. Chance, wake up, Alex yelled. Oh, okay, I'm up, Chance said, sleepy. And we think the laugh is from Pennywise, Chance said, falling back to sleep. And he fell into the ocean last time we saw him, which is 1.5 years ago, Alex said. And the laugh came from the ocean, Landon said. So that means Pennywise is still alive, Troy said. And we need not to just kill him, but wipe him from the face of the earth, Max knowingly said after the interview 2 hours later. Guys, we need a plan or else we won't be around for much longer, Luke said seriously. We need a plan, I said, annoyed.
We need to kill Pennywise,
I yelled my guts out. Dude, chill, I'm trying to sleep, Chance said. We know that we need to kill Pennywise, but where is he, Asher? He said. Well, when he fell in the ocean, I put a tracker and it says he's in Texas. I don't know why I said it like that. Luke said. After hours and hours of flying, are we there yet? Lorenzo whined. No, I said. Everyone snored except for Lorenzo and I. It's a 3-hour and 23-minute ride. And that's actually true, and I looked it up. And we're 2 hours in. We're only 2 hours in, so there's 1 hour and 23 minutes left. That means we have to fly the plane for 1 hour and 23 minutes more, I said. Lorenzo snored. I'm just going to put it on autopilot. I snored. 1 hour and 11 minutes later. Okay, wake up everyone. We're 12 minutes away, I said, yawning. I don't know why I didn't yawn. 11 minutes later, requesting to land. I said,
You may land!
Karen yelled. Chill, we're trying to save the world, Chance normally said.
I want to kill everyone,
Karen snapped back. 1.5 hours later. Oh yeah, we killed her. Yeah. I didn't include that because, I don't know why. I just want to point that out. This is the last place to rent a car. I hope they say yes, I said. Can I have these 2 vans, please? Chance asked. Why? The owner asked. We needed to save the world from Pennywise, Luke said. What's your team name? The owner asked. The Kids Gang, or TKG, I answered. Wait. Yeah, sure, you can have these 2 vans. You know what? You can keep them, the owner said. Then we head off. Fine, Pennywise, finally we're here. Then we got to the beach. Then Luke checked the tracker. Pennywise was 1 hour away on the beach. That's far away. We need to figure out a plan, Troy said. I don't know why. 1 hour later, the plan that we came up came up with was we surround him, and Luke will build 20 speakers and will make Pennywise deaf so he can't use his super hearing to track us. That wasn't my idea. I have a bunch of helpers. That was someone else's. I forgot who, though. First, we need to set up the speakers, Luke said. But how are we going to find an instrument to play that loud? Alex said annoyingly. Wait a minute, Luke. Don't you have an electric guitar? Alex asked. Yes, I do, but it's all the way back in the house. But it's back at my house, all the way in New Jersey. Can you build one? I asked. I don't know if I can build one, Luke said. All of us will help you, everyone said. 1 hour later, everybody was looking over the city trying to find stuff to make an electric guitar. I found a perfect electric guitar, William yelled. Thank you, William, Luke yelled in excitement. 1 hour later, okay, put the speakers around Pennywise, I whispered. To do this, we needed to rent a crane, and it was hard for Troy to convince the owner to let us have the crane. That's why it took an hour. Everyone gets this joke, but except for some of you viewers, because Troy is short. Troy is very, very short in my story. Okay? So just remember that now. Luke, is it plugged in? I whispered into the walkie-talkie. Yes, Luke whispered into the walkie-talkie. 3, 2, I whispered. 1! I can't yell because everyone's sleeping. I had to do this at some time. It didn't have to be exactly like in the morning. So yeah, I yelled, "What's that?" Pennywise yelled. Then we see Max running away like a coward. See ya, chumpos! Max yelled. Oh, come on, I said. For some reason, Max ran into the ocean. You like my buddy? Max yelled. Max came out of the ocean riding Godzilla. It's a me and Max go! Max screams. Godzilla walks along the shore with Max on his back. Meanwhile, Luke is playing his electric car, the FNAF security breach theme. Pennywise screams. That was requested in my story from a friend. I can't tell who, because that would be rude. We're doing it, guys! Max runs with Godzilla to Pennywise. Pennywise quickly destroys the speakers, then flings Luke to the ocean.
No!
I don't know why I did it that loud. Max shrieks. Godzilla and Max jump into the ocean, attempting to save Luke. Then Pennywise runs at me. I swiftly punch him in the jaw. Like that. Oh! Pennywise yelled. Meanwhile, in the ocean, Godzilla and Max found Luke at the bottom of the sea. Brittle! Max says. Then they pick Luke up and bring them to the surface. Okay, I need to make a huge speaker and make it to the max and play. Now make him shrink and I'll make them shrink and grow. And surround Pennywise with these, Luke said in the said. Meanwhile, at the beach, I was looking for some parts for a sword and a shield. Then I heard Luke rocking out on Godzilla. I found a museum and found some armor and a sword and a shield. I ran back and there were speakers being placed and then a staircase placed, so I ran up and jumped. He had to get up on the speakers somehow, okay? Everyone yelled. Yeah, that's me. That's the name of my character. I'm the main character. Pennywise opening his unhinging jaw. I was going to die. I knew it, but I had to do it. Then I got a plan. When I got into the mouth, I stabbed the upper jaw, and it was there. Luckily, I brought a knife and stabbed his jaw a million times until I fell. While I was falling, I cut the 3 deadlights in half. When I woke up, I was in Van 1, and I saw that we were moving Pennywise to a newly built research factory named the Kids Gang Research Factory. I couldn't come up with a better name than that. AKA TKGRF. For the Kids Gang. And we were trying to get the DNA that makes Pennywise shapeshift so we can control it and use it for good and kill all the monsters that come. 1 hour later. We can finally shapeshift! I yelled. Ace. That's it. That's the final one. That's the thing. That's the monster. I can't give you the monster yet. Okay, time for part 6. The surprise, part 6. A spooky surprise. 1 year later, we can finally shapeshift! I yelled. A giant I yelled. We have breaking news. There was another laugh. This time, but not from Pennywise. Not from Pennywise, but from a giant sea monster. The newsman said, terrified, and destroying Texas. And we think the giant sea monster is going to do most damage in America's history, if not in the world's history, the man said.
Logan, we need to go. The giant sea monster is here.
Everyone yelled. But I didn't listen. I shifted into a giant that's taller than the sea monster. I punched her in the head, making her fall to the ground and die. It was a flying sea monster. Don't question it. Please don't. Then all of a sudden her babies that could fly, they also could fly, came out and they were huge. Go, I'll keep them here, I yelled. Then when they left, I started to go rage mode. I was punching all the giant sea monster's kids in the face and killing them all. When I came out of the Kids Gang Research Factory, everyone was waiting for me, but 2. All but 2. Lorenzo and Troy. Troy and Lorenzo. Both of them were in a secret lab, trying to open a portal to the multiverse. I got that from somewhere. You're probably going to know if you haven't seen this movie yet. Okay? To create a team against the Kids Gang. Where's Troy and Lorenzo? I asked. They left. We don't know where they are, Chan said. I heard something under my foot. I shifted to normal and started to dig. Then I found Troy's secret lab, and he opened the portal. Then Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man came out of the portal, and so did Sandman. Do you get it or no? Do I have to explain it to you? Spider-Man, No Way Home. Where is it? I think it is, yeah.
Troy, what are you doing?
I yelled. Going against you! Troy yelled. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're short to do anything. You're too short to do anything. Grace yelled. I blamed you! Troy screamed. I like to see you try, Shorty. The short jokes again. Yeah. Grace yelled. Yeah, at least brings Tom Holland Spider-Man here. Lexi yelled, being sassy. After Lexi yelled that, Tom Holland Spider-Man came through the portal. It's not turbo. Portal. Yay! Lexi yelled. Sandman, I'm on your team, Troy and Hansel yelled. Okay, Mr. Shrimpy, we already know that, Mr. Shrimpy. Grace yelled. Sandman, we need to get out of here, Troy yelled. Not on my watch, I yelled. Then I shifted into a giant and grabbed Sandman, Troy, and Lorenzo. Then Troy and Lorenzo shifted to Sandman. They fell off my hand, and Sandman did the same. What happened, I asked. They all ran away. I know where they're going, Tyler spoke up. They're going to a secret base in the forest. In the trees, Tyler said. How do you know this? How do you know this? I asked. They wanted me to join and I refused. They told me every plan they have, Tyler said. So we go to the forest, Luke said. 3 hours later, I was walking as a giant. I stepped on Lorenzo. Lorenzo yelled. To be continued. Next episode, which I'm probably going to post after this one. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, let's go. Oh, I missed.